Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, and this is your reading for April 16th through the 30th. We're going to start off today with an overall energy card to see where you're at this time. Then we'll look at your energies, the energies connected to you, and how those mingle and dance in the middle. Please keep in mind these are general readings, so only take what resonates. In addition to your sun sign, you may want to check out your moon sign, your rising, and your north node for additional context. If you're interested in a personal reading, I have links in the description below, and you can find me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at creatorsonthecrest. Okay, Virgo, let's get rolling. We are going to pull your energies, so just tuning in to the lovely Virgo collective and your greater beings for those of you who will be tuning in at any time to this video. Oh my goodness, this is a theme, y'all. So Virgo, I'm going to tell you that Leo and Taurus got this major arcana card, and here it is up for you as well. I think this Justice card has all to do with things balancing out as cycles have closed and new ones are beginning. And I think Virgo, for you, you are closing out some cycles and new ones are beginning. Now, usually I'd see a different major arcana card for that, like possibly the Wheel of Fortune or the World card or something like that. But for you, I'm feeling like this balance has to do with cycles. And some of you might be dealing with a legal situation. The Justice card can represent like kind of that legal, almost like we have a judge here, you know, and the intellect and the back and forth that it's taking maybe to deal with something like that for some of you. But for others of you, this is about balancing and maybe some Libra energies, or you could be dealing with a Libra. This could be balancing those energies out because you are closing a cycle and beginning a new one, but we'll see. Let's look more specifically here at your energies, Virgo. It's just interesting that that major arcana card, despite my shuffling, has come up for 3 different signs. So we might have a bit of a theme there. Virgo getting up in your head too much. Love y'all, but y'all get up in that head and whew. Well, whoever you're dealing with is up in their head too. Okay. All right, Virgo, let's take a look at this. So you come in first with the 8 of Pentacles, and I'm like, cool, you're working, you're doing that Virgo work, you're grinding a little bit maybe. And then you get the 9 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. This is, this is stuff that keeps you up at night. This is sleepless stuff. Honestly, for some of you, I think you're allowing too much to come into your mental space. And you're not doing enough shielding and protecting to clear it out. That feels like the case. You feel very vulnerable to me. Look at the character in this card. She's naked and vulnerable, and she's like totally defeated, and there's swords all around the ground and a broken one in front of her. Okay, and you are right now, it looks like at first glance you're wanting to escape these energies. You don't want to deal with it. You're going to try to sneak away with whatever you got and not attend to all of it. So maybe that's why I was getting the cycle energies. This could be the ending of a cycle that maybe you're kind of trying to avoid. It could be subconscious. You may not be doing this on purpose. Something maybe that you need to let go because it's plaguing your mind. Now, the person connected to you, they get the Prince of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Sun. This person, the Prince of Swords, is equivalent to the Knight of Swords. That's a very active card. This person is very determined. They're very mentally strong at this time. It's not that they're not dealing with things, because I am getting a little bit of release coming up for them, but perhaps something that you're holding on to is something that they've already released. So maybe take a look at that. You don't have to tell them. This can be behind the scenes, but maybe observe to see, what kind of state of mind are they in, because there's some clarity to their mental state, especially with the sun coming in here. There's some sort of clarity that they have mentally and intellectually, and or they're in the midst of figuring something out for themselves. In the connecting energies, we have the Three of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. The Three of Swords is a bit of a card of heartbreak. This could be in this relationship a cycle of heartbreak coming to an end. We do have that Wheel of Fortune coming in right under it, telling me that the energies are in the midst of changing. And we'll look at how these energies kind of work for each of you when we clarify how you're both kind of coming into the connected energies like that. But it's like this could be real or perceived heartbreak. Okay, so I'm getting kind of on the surface. It might be more of a perceived heartbreak, like you feel like you'll never interact with this person again like you have before, or that something has totally changed. You could see here the woman is seeing off the men. The Vikings are going to battle. They don't know if they'll ever return, right? And so there might be a little fearful energy that's in the midst of this connection, and we'll see what's happening. So let's look at this work. You've got this Eight of Pentacles. You're busy at work. You're just day after day building. In this case, he's building shields, which is interesting because I did say I feel like you need to protect yourself. So utilizing your energetic shields might be important. Maybe you are working on that. If not, get to work on it. To clarify, the Eight of Pentacles, you're getting the Moon, the Magician, and the Wheel of Fortune. All major arcana cards. This completely underscores and exclaims what I said about shielding yourself. There are things in the shadows that you're not aware of in your energies. You could possibly be moving forward with manifestations upon some not so healthy energies, and you're continuing to like manifest. And it's just putting you back in this cycle of constantly having to kind of in some sort of stuck cycle, constantly having to shield yourself or getting completely drained, having your energy be completely drained to the point you can't take it anymore. And then just it's throwing you into these mental energies perhaps. Your ability to shield and hold sacred and sanctify your own energy field is very important right now. And that's what's going to help with the balance that the overall energy of the reading has come in for you. And it really seems like those shadows and that darkness that you keep manifesting upon is from the past. This is an energy with the Wheel of Fortune coming in that you need to do things differently now. It's time to think about things differently. It's time to get some fresh perspectives. It's time to look at things from different points of view. Clarifying this Nine of Swords. These are the sleepless nights. This is the analysis by paralysis energy. You get the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Six of Wands. I really like this. This tells me that you are committed to working on these energies. You're moving at a very quick pace, maybe quicker than you're used to. And that could be the reason some of these balance energies are showing up. But this is important, and this is a part of this cycle. You are meant to quickly overcome some of these energies. You might be noticing that your mental state or your emotional state or your physical state is not quite in balance. You may have been noticing those, but I do see a determination and a success here of you overcoming some of these battles. I do see it as a bit of a battle for you. That means it's not going to be easy, but if you can stay grounded in that King of Pentacles energy, you stay grounded in who you are, right? Because we're not changing any of the fundamental characteristics of who you are. We're changing the way you react to things. We're changing the way that you look at things. We're changing perceptions here. So that's big for you right now. Let's look at this Seven of Swords. The Eight of Cups, the Seven of Swords again. Virgo, you're telling me, and the Ace of Cups. You, because of some of the shadows and perhaps pains of the past, I don't necessarily see this as being a super current energy, but the energies of the past are still affecting you currently. And it's part of this cycle that hasn't closed off. You are still like, you just want to run away. When something hard happens, you just want to get away. Instead of going into your heart and really saying to yourself, what do I get to learn from this? What do I get to experience from this? What am I actually gaining as far as wisdom from this? You're not allowing yourself to open up to what the universe is trying to show you and teach you. So you're remaining by your own choice. At times, you are walking away from the lessons of this cycle closing. You're walking away from facing the reality that some pains from the past have come into your present and are affecting your life to this day. You want to think you've walked away, but you've carried a lot of the pain with you. And so this really is something that needs your attention. And all the more reason for the Libra energies to come in. Take it step by step, baby steps each day. You don't even have to take a giant leap, because I know this might feel a little fast to you at times going through these processes. But every day, some movement toward looking at things differently, shielding and protecting your energy, doing, those energy checks on yourself. So, so important. Now, this person on their Knight of Swords, because over here you got the Knight of Swords too, things are moving at a fair clip for them as well. They tend to have a little bit more defensive energy going on, a little bit more fire reaction to what they're dealing with, to the ending of cycles for themselves. They are trying to have a lot of self-care and self-care and nurture themselves through this experience of this cycle closing for them. I honestly think that the two of you are closing out individual cycles for yourselves. I don't think this is a cycle you two created together. Okay. And I think the balance comes into play with the Justice card here, because this is tricky when one person is closing out one type of cycle and another person in a relationship here is closing out another type of cycle. It can get a little messy in the middle, right? It can get a little tricky. And the two of you have your own things. This person is very defensive though. They have a lot of defensive energies, probably from what? Pain from the past that they're still carrying until they end this cycle and begin to nurture maybe their thoughts, since it's confirming and clarifying this Knight of Swords. They're clarifying their thoughts. They're clarifying how they think about things. They're changing their perspective on things. So both of you are, interestingly, kind of in a very similar thing, but your approaches and how it looks is different. Let's look at this Queen of Swords for this person. The Nine of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Remember, you have the Nine of Swords on your side once again. This is a person who is quite determined to overcome imbalanced energies. They're quite determined to cut out of their life anything that isn't in alignment or anything that gives them tension, stress, sleepless nights. It looks like they've done a little bit of work on this, but they get confused at times about, or they have trouble shifting gears. Like if they're working on their healing one moment, they have trouble shifting gears and being more present, possibly with you at times. They get confused about where to focus their energy. They're showing me an energy of support here. It looks like this person has some friends or a support system or a community of some kind that is really coming together and collaboration and in love and showing them some maybe ways to handle this. So it's very interesting there. Let's clarify this Sun for them. Woo, woo, woo. Temperance, the High Priestess, and the Chariot. Yes, this just goes to show, like, you guys are both working on your own cycles, They get the Sun, the Temperance, the High Priestess, and the Chariot. That is 4 major arcana cards. This person, it almost feels like this person's coming out of, like, for some of you, it could be like a Saturn return, a dark night of the soul. And by night, I almost mean like K-N-I-G-H-T, because it's the hero's journey. This is someone coming back into their heart, coming back into their spirituality, coming back into their selves. But coming back into it, what I mean by that is welcoming back in the orphaned aspects of themselves and coming back into it as they are evolved, right? As they are in their newly evolved state. This is, this process for them is taking a lot of alchemy. I think this kind of energy for this person is going to last all year. So if you're like, wow, they're going through, a lot of transition, kind of, almost rebirthing themselves, getting to know themselves in a whole new way. Virgo, you're going to have some patience here. This is going to take this person. These are longer standing energies, and these are big energies. This is probably a massive karmic cycle this person is ending. Okay. All right. Woo! And now cards are flying out. Let's look at, no, come back here. Sneaking out here. Let's look at this 3 of Swords in the connecting energy. Coming up more on your side is the 6 of Swords. That's that desire to move to calmer waters. And on their side, the 9 of Wands. Again, a bit more cautious energy on their side. So when it comes to the connective energies for the 2 of you, there's some fear. There's some fear going on here. And there's some... some of the ways that the 2 of you are feeling are very justified based on your experiences, right? But I don't want to say that this fear should be just left alone. It does need to be addressed. The both of you have the fear of losing one another. The both of you have the fear of getting your hearts hurt. You are looking for calmer, more steady, a more easy path and a more easy life. This person is very well journeyed as far as their soul development. They're very familiar with healing and the healing process. And that's kind of what they're putting toward it. You're kind of coming at it from thoughts. They're coming at it from a more embodied perspective, I'd say. They may be dealing with it in their physical body more. And it could be, imbalances. I did say that you might be going through that as well on your side. It could be manifesting in different ways for you, depending on which Virgo you are and who you're dealing with here. But yeah, they're bringing more of a healing energy to the aspect. You are bringing calming energy, though. And, you definitely focused on sailing the calmer waters. Having things be more quiet and not so disruptive, in your life in general. Or not letting things rock your boat as much because I think you struggled with that. You let things get to you so bad, and you get up in that head with it. Now, this Wheel of Fortune is clarified on your side by the Knight of Pentacles. I love that. Slow and steady, strategic energy that you're bringing toward it. And for them, the Four of Pentacles. This person, along with their major evolutionary transformation that's going on that I saw, they are recognizing with that Four of Pentacles what to hold on to, what to let go of. This could be somebody who's doing a lot of spring cleaning perhaps right now, or they're constantly going to be in that state of what can I thin out, what can I let go of, what can I release, because they recognize it as energy. At times, they may try to hold on to certain things. They may try to hold on to you too tightly at times. And we all know that doesn't work very well. Although I see you being very patient in this matter, and I see you bringing like that slow and steady energy to the changes that are happening here. But that's something that's going to be released as they come back into themselves and these orphaned aspects of themselves come back together. they're going to be taking a long, hard look at what stays and what goes. And I feel like they're already in the process because these cycles are happening right now. The eclipse seasons we've just had and that we're having, and the Mercury retrograde, all of this, 2024, this is throwing all of this into the energy fields for us to deal with. But it is the appropriate time for it. I mean, I feel like, Virgo, your energies and the energies of whomever you're dealing with are very aligned with the astrological influences of the time. Virgo, let's get you a card to close off the reading from the Sacred Traveler Oracle Cards deck. Love this deck. You get in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing in the flow. And Virgo, you show me that Six of Swords. You want to be in that energy, smooth sailing. Let go of the shore, enter the flow. You're moving into a period of gracious ease and flow. All is unfolding perfectly and with good timing. Everything is falling into place because you aren't resisting the drift of the great river of life. Enjoy the ride. This isn't the time to try to control the events of your life. Let the Creator support you. You don't have to do it all yourself. The glory of the universe flows through you. Virgo, in the flow. How lovely is that? I love that energy for you. You got this Ace of Cups. I think that's what you're trying to kickstart in your life. And that is going to bring the balance, and that's going to bring in the calmer waters that you're looking for. It's going to be the gift in all of this. Okay, Virgo, it's been awesome to get face-to-face in front of you again. It seems like it's been a minute because I've done a lot of top-down readings, but I'm so happy to be here. If this resonated, drop me a comment below, and I can't wait to see you next time.